Good day, everybody. Whether it's the afternoon where you are, if you're watching the live or archived, or however, or if it's the morning the next day, the morning this day, whatever time it is in your time zone, in your area, domestically, locally, nationally, internationally. However, I know I check my information, my analytics every weekend. Usually, I try to do it every Saturday morning. I get up. I don't have a cup of coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I get up, have my glass of milk, and while I'm having breakfast, I like to check my analytics um, on Saturday mornings. If I'm not doing it then, sometimes I do it Friday night, late night before going to bed. But one of the times over the weekend, I like to do that. And if I really, really forget, then Sunday at some random time, and such like that. So just picture me sitting down at a dinner table or at my table here um, on Saturday morning between 7 and 9 a.m. local time, my local time. Have a glass of milk and something to eat. Well, usually I have cereal stuff, whatever, and check my analytics on my YouTube channel. So just try to picture that every Saturday. But anyways, point being is I check there every weekend and I see how it fluctuates in the different countries that are viewing my videos. I know for a while the UK was number 2 behind the United States, of course. On YouTube watching my videos, that's pretty cool. I know that was because I was doing those series of interviews, and I hope to continue that at some point for my WWE podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. But now that's kind of changed, and fluctuation in the international scene of watching my videos. So, but thanks to everybody that watches, whether you live in the United States, live in Peru, England, Denmark, Czechoslovakia, Iran, wherever you live. I appreciate give my channel a chance, give my page a chance. Maybe you yourself know more about technology and may be able to help me out in promoting my channel, helping me out grow. Because I believe that if I was given the chance, or given the amount of people, see, that's what I need. I need the people to interact with. Otherwise, my podcast or regular videos, there's not much to be on my regular content to interact with individuals. If you understand what I'm saying, like if I had more people watching these videos, and interacting with them, whether I'm talking about Switched at Birth here in this video, or WWE on my wrestling podcast, or NFL and the Packers and my NFL podcast, whatever, however I'm doing it. The more people I have and more interaction I'll be able to have, the more enjoyment as a viewer you would have, right? If I'm interacting more people, if my content is good, that would be a second thing, but other things as well, so hopefully slowly but surely I can get that going now. I know there's ways of promoting your videos, like spend what was it, $5 or something to promote a specific video. I also am looking into making managers on my channel, as in other people part of my wrestling podcast and otherwise, to maybe help put different content on here with them on the channel as well. This and that, many different ideas I have. Trying to make this more entertaining and better for the viewing audience, and better and stronger for myself to grow as well. Because if I do add someone as manager, they might be able to create and produce top quality video for promo video, promotional video for the channel to be there when new subscribers or potential subscribers, people that are looking at the channel, giving it a chance, and such, as I always say. That see that one video when they find my channel or go back to her, coming from watching this video or any other video, and there's that one promoted video there up there to actually be a promoted video, not just one of my videos, that I think might bring in people, bring in subscribers. But beyond that, we'll see how things go, see if I'm even able to do that, and how I change my channel to a branded channel to be able to have managers, or however that works. I might have to talk to people about that, but beyond that, I hope that to be the case. But here in this video, let's get back on topic, talking about Switched at Birth, the series finale a couple of weeks ago. The show was on Freeform. A very good show. I remember watching it the first couple of seasons, really enjoyed it, and then other shows, new shows, Disney Channel shows, other things, life, all that in between. Haven't been able to truly be on top of that show as much as I was in the beginning, or just as much as I am on top of Big Bang Theory or Kevin at Work, which is a new show or other shows each and every week. I'm sure if I wanted to, I would have been on top of it. So as much as I can give the excuse of what I gave, I'm sure there would have been a will and a way, the willpower to be able to watch the show each and every week. But I haven't been able to do that in the last, in the final like 2 or 3 seasons. Like the first few seasons religiously anyway, and then the other ones haven't maybe checked back in a little bit or read reviews of episodes. So I haven't been too keen with it since then. But I did make sure to watch the series finale, not live though. Can be honest there, but I was able to see it thereafter on demand. And I look at not online, not on the website of Freeform, not this and that, just on demand with my local cable provider that I have locally. And thanks to the person that is watching live. Welcome to say hi or like the video. Really appreciate it if you do that. But here for the series finale. Excuse me. Was pretty good, and it also was, closing chapters on many things in storylines. Also leaving things open how things are going to go for them in their universe, or their show, the Switched at Birth universe, so to speak. Moving forward, reflecting on the entire season or series. But series for all the seasons that they've been on there, just a very great episode all around, and kind of sobering episode for sure. For especially for the diehard fans of Switched at Birth, let alone ones that were like me, were diehards in the beginning of the series, and they kind of fell off the wagon in their own right for whatever reason, excuse, whatever, for us. But still, one thing that I did want to see for sure, excuse me, is something that I enjoyed from the beginning, like with Bay and Emmett. I kind of wanted to see those two end the series being together. Now, in the end, that didn't take place, but that was something I was hoping for it to happen and going on in that way. But Bay and Travis, since he's going to Japan pursuing a baseball career, they both decided to continue the relationship long distance, which in a way you don't know if that's going to work at all. Like if they continued, would have they broke up and still Bay and Emmett be endgame? Who knows? But it is what it is, right? The series is over now. So again, in their own Switched at Birth universe, moving forward, maybe in the end, Bay and Emmett do get together and get married and have kids. But as it stands now, and as it stands with the series ending, and how that is, Travis and Bay are together. Travis is Bay is Bay. That was kind of a joke. But anyways, Daphne standing up to the surgeon who says she couldn't be a surgeon because she's deaf, and because he didn't believe she was good enough, kind of almost like a Joe Spencer way. Even though maybe he was telling the surgeon was telling the truth, but it just seemed that way, and like tearing down Billy O, but not quite, especially not quite in that way. But then Bingo, that was interesting in its own right. And then another big revelation was that John found out about the Switch before Catherine, having a secret test being done at that time, and finding out that was going to be the situation. Now, about that, I see here in an article that I'm reading this information from is, Courier's been talking about that. She's saying, has that always been part of the story? And how did the twist come about? And the answer, the person was, to be totally honest, no. When I pitched the show, I was very clear that I planned out that Regina knew and all of the reasons why. And when she found out when Daphne was 3, and then she kept a secret, so that was kind of baked into the first season. And preparing for the series finale, we watched the pilot again. And we zoned in on that scene in the office where Bay and Catherine looked crushed and stunned, as if their world is just falling apart. It was honestly just a choice that DW made for John to be the stoic father, but we just zoomed in and thought Gosh, it almost looks like he's not surprised. So just in the front of the room, we spun off that. We can't mess with the pathology of Regina. We can't undo the whole show in one last episode. But what if he knew a week before, or 2 weeks before? The real intention of the John Catherine story, no matter what story we told, I knew that the end result would be we are revalidating them as the heart and the center of the show in terms of the families, the strength that is the Kenish home. So we needed to shake things up a little and then remind everyone that they will keep getting through whatever is thrown at them as they have done throughout the whole series. It just seemed fun to have this twist. And again, that's here with an interview. Let's see here who that was with. Lizzie Weiss in there. So, but that was one of the other big things. And I was wondering why that was happening. Why did they have that happen then? And I never really thought about. I mean, I remember obviously the pilot episodes when they got me hooked in the show. I loved it, and the actresses were awesome. One of them being the sister of Laura Marano, who I'm showing off a little bit more about it. She's now over 18 and away from Disney Channel finally. And she couldn't show anything when she was there. Her sister, who's been doing some interesting scenes, not just on Switch at Birth, but otherwise. So see how things go for Laura. But anyways, having that happen certainly was, I don't know, I guess interesting. I was trying to think of more words, but Toby changed careers. So that's pretty much it for the series finale. Like I said here, I also want to talk about the season sites. I'm trying to get it back up here. www.ranker.com/list/best scenes or switch.birth/ranker-tv. That's the whole URL there. Has the seasons ranked for Switch at Birth. 1 to 4, of course. And then which one was their best and do from there. So on their list, the number 1 is season 3. The season starts with Daphne and other Dutch students at Carleton dealing with transferees from a closed school, while John and Catherine Kenish have their own issues, with Catherine going out without John's knowledge and John going into a possible affair. But he also deals with the challenges of being in art class. And to them, key episodes being Fountain, Have You Really the Courage, and The Image Despairs. Again, season 3 and 4, I guess there was only 4 seasons, so season 3 and 4 I missed pretty much entirely, and season 1 and 2 is what I gobbled up and watched every single week. And I loved it. Let's see what else they have here. Key moments in the season 3, and the reason why they have a number 1, which I should have went from 4 to 1, but anyways. Daphne does community service. Daphne's trip to Chicago doesn't go as planned. Bay and Daphne switch bodies for Christmas. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to have to look back on that one. Their number 2 is Switch at Birth season 2. Besides what's here, the Switch daughters go through many adventures, such as starting up a food truck and protesting in Carleton's closure. Meanwhile, John Kenish begins running for state senator, but suffers a heart attack midway through the season. Yeah, I remember that. Significant episodes include Duel of Two Women, Uprising, and As the Shadows Deepen. The Duel of Two Women was my favorite episode of the whole entire series. I'm just saying. Anyways, key moments of that season to them here on this website. Regina told she may not be able to use her hand properly again. Alternate reality dreamt by John. News coming in of Angelo having a child by another woman. Exactly. Duel of Two Women. Muy interesante, for sure. And number 3, ranked third here is Switch at Birth season 4, the 4th season of the show. The final one. Bay deals with her decision to cover up for Daphne, but finds her problems with relationships maybe worse. The Kenishes find themselves in financial straits, and Daphne does a lot of work, even going to Mexico to give out hearing aids. Significant episodes in this season include We Were So Close That Nothing Used to Stand Between Us, Art Like Love is Dedication, and There Is My Heart. Key events from this season, again talking about season 4, ranked 3rd of the best seasons of this show. Key events in this season, Bay saving her supervisor for choking by walking up beside Tank. Daphne worrying about not being a doctor after her D in chemistry. And last but not least, fourth, Switch at Birth Season 1. And for me, Switch at Birth Season 1 is my number one. For me, anything with this, from the start of a show is always number one until something else truly earns the right, at least in my eyes, to overtop it, like the Big Bang Theory. Season 1 is number one to me, but over the years and through the seasons, soon to be going on to its 11th season coming up here, and that probably might be its last, but for me as a diehard fan, would love it not to be. And again, that was a show that my grandmother loved with us. My grandparents that lived in southern Wisconsin moved up here to central Wisconsin 3 years ago. And since then, like before then, obviously, they didn't watch too much TV there. And they're home. They're in southern Wisconsin. But then when they moved up here, with me watching a lot of TV during an evening anyways, that they got accustomed to stuff I watched. Didn't mean they had to like it. They didn't like it all. That's for sure. But my grandmother really started to gravitate to Big Bang Theory. First thinking it's weird or stuff like that. I forget exactly what she said about it. And then liking it. So, a show like that, it's going to be really summer moment for me and my family personally when we get to the series finale of that show. Whether it's the 11th season or 12th season, whatever season it is, because it's a show, like I said, for me personally and our family, something for us to always talk about, and one of the TV show like topics to talk about with my grandmother. Just like between my grandmother and my mom was Dancing with the Stars, was the show they talked about. My grandma talked about like what they wore, the music, the episodes, who did better, who does she think deserves to stay, just like any fan, so of any show. But anyways, I obviously do still miss her. And she, just for those who didn't know, my grandmother passed away late last year, October 4th, 2016. But anyways, so fourth on the list here on this Ranker.com website listing the best seasons of Switch at Birth. The synopsis here for the premiere season. Babe Kennedy show. A wealthy daughter learns from a school experiment that she may have been switched at birth. She tracks down the other family, where her counterpart is Daphne Vasquez, raised by a single mother. The richer family takes in the poorer family, which leads to some challenging moments. Significant episodes include American Gothic, The Homecoming, and The Art of Painting. Homecoming being my second favorite episode of the series. So that's pretty cool. They have my first and second favorite one. Duel of Two Women and Homecoming. My two myself personally favorites. And key moments from this season, the premiere season. Babe finds out who her biological father is. Daphne identifies of hitting on her mother. Regina and Angelo marry before he is deported. Excuse me. So I just wanted to share that from this website here and there. And then share my thoughts. Like I said, love the series, love the show. Was kind of sad to hear that it was going to end. And so I felt like, okay, I was going to watch the series finale at least, even though, yes, I didn't watch any of the third season or fourth season. Like I said, maybe I caught a glimpse of an episode or saw randomly a trailer for a next episode through the last couple of seasons. While I was watching other shows that I liked, like Baby Daddy and stuff that started up a couple of years ago themselves, that I do episodic reviews here on this channel as well now. Baby Daddy, now in its sixth season. A lot of shows that I'm not like Last Man Standing and Baby Daddy in their sixth season. Baby Daddy just started sixth season. Last Man Standing finished up their sixth season a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah. Anyways, back on Switch at Birth, like I said, great episode, great show, great episode of the series finale, great series. Gonna miss it. I wish everybody in the cast the best of luck in their future endeavors and other projects they're part of, movies, TV shows, and otherwise. Some of them I remember from other work they did before this, like the High School Musical movies. Ironically, those years of those movies were those years of my high school, really, because it ended in 2006. just like I ended high school in 2006 and graduated from my high school in that year. So I'll always be connected with High School Musical in a couple of levels for that reason and others as well moving forward. But for some of the other ones, I do say that I don't know well from anything they did in the past, but this being their start, to me at least, probably not to most others or ones that follow those actors or actresses. Um, but to me, seeing it as their start, because that's the first time I see them, I hope they go on to do great things, and I hopefully maybe I see them on another show that I like, or hear that they're going to be part of another show on Freeform or something like that moving forward, or movie, and I go, hey, I remember that person from Switched at Birth, stuff like that, just like any man or running person does. But like I said, just want to share my thoughts on the series finale and the show. If you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Subscribe, like the video, comment, stuff like that, try to help my channel out. Trying to grow. But to do so, obviously need people to ride with and to watch your videos for, whatever reason, which other ones they gravitate to as well. But I hope you guys and gals have a great rest of your evening, or great rest of your day, or however. Stay safe, have fun, and as always, take care.